My name is Halo, and my route to circus has probably been a little bit different to most people's. Back in 2010, I wasn't involved in circus at all, but I was enjoying such physical activities as martial arts and ultra running when I was suddenly and rather horrifically struck down by an incurable autoimmune disease. I went from running 100 miles a week to being basically paralysed from the cheekbones down. I was told that I would never run again, and at that point, even walking or being able to brush my own hair actually seemed quite unlikely. It took a lot of hard work and the support of some amazing people like my husband, but 8 months later, I managed to get into a wheelchair and get back to work. And sometime after that, I taught myself very slowly and very painfully in fits and starts to walk again. So by 2014, I was walking, mostly, sometimes still in a wheelchair, and I was also back at work. But I wasn't able to take part in any of the physical activities that I'd enjoyed so much before. And also, as a person, I'd started to become really fearful, which wasn't like me at all, but I was terrified of falling over and hurting myself to the point that even stepping off a high curb onto the road actually seemed like quite a challenging adventure. And I was scared of people touching me because for so long that had hurt because of all the inflammation that was running around my system. It kind of felt like my whole world was just shrinking in order to cope with my condition, and it was in the middle of all of these weird and kind of dark thoughts that I saw an advert for Circus Mash. And like most kids, I had always had a dream of running away and joining the circus. So even though I was totally terrified and utterly convinced that I would be able to do nothing when I got there, I just decided to screw my courage to the sticking place, book in, and just turn up for a class, thinking that even if I managed to do nothing, just turning up would have been enough. So I turned up, and at the very first class, I made it clear how afraid I was of falling. And Joe told me not to worry about that, and he was very reassuring. And in the blissful ignorance that I lived in the first 5 to 10 minutes of the class, I thought that what he was saying was, don't worry about falling because that's not going to happen and we won't let you fall. And very quickly realised that what he actually meant was, don't worry about the possibility of falling because you are definitely going to fall a lot. And he was right. Over the last year, I have fallen down and fallen off more times than I could possibly count. And for someone who's scared of heights, it feels like I've fallen from great heights as well, because sometimes I'm at least a metre off the ground, and that is some scary stuff. But you know what? I've got up every single time, and that's what the training's given me. The confidence to try something new, even if it looks terrifying, because I've got the knowledge that even if I don't succeed, because I rarely do, I will at least survive, and that's something that's really important to me. Now, because of the damage that's been done to my joints, I will probably never be able to hang off one leg or point my toes properly, no matter how much Raquel yells at me to do so. But it's also combined with my own natural lack of gracefulness. That's nothing to do with the disease, that is all me. I'm never going to look as good as the pros do. But none of that actually matters, because when I walk through those doors, when I'm in here, I'm treated as though I'm capable of achieving absolutely anything. I am not that poor woman with the disability who can't do some things. I am the strong one that everyone wants to do doubles with, because I have never let anyone fall. Not yet, anyway. I am the terrible dancer, I am the puller of odd faces and the maker of weird noises when I'm trying something new. I still have, because of the condition, my good days and my bad days, and on my good days I can hang one-handed off a hoop, and on the bad days I need help opening a milk bottle, but I'm always welcome here. And that for me is the real beauty of Circus Mash. This is a place where if you're an experienced professional or a talented beginner, or even a 32-year-old arthritic with knackered joints and a sometimes paralysing fear of heights, you're supported here to achieve the impossible for you, and that's why I'm really pleased and proud to be supporting Operation Circus.